Trafford Stadium in Athens. Coaches like to say, play the next one on the schedule. This one carries a little more weight, a mid-season top 10 showdown. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Georgia Bulldogs. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
Hey guys, checking in with the Texas head coach before the game. He understands that they are walking into a very difficult situation today. Their opponents have a big winning streak on hand, but so do they. He said, I believe that we can come and set the tone early. Look for them to be very balanced in their play calling, show why they've won these games 3 in a row, and really set the tone here early in the first quarter. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Longhorns ready to kick it away first. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. He gets it up close to the 25. Out of bounds, they'll mark it at the 24. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency. For the second half of the season, David, I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out, not the rankings, not down the road. That'll be the challenge down the stretch.
He's got an open man. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And the Dogs come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
QBs like this are so hard to defend. They know what you're doing, and they're getting the ball out fast. They knew they had the corner route. Take advantage. Hit it right now.
The Bulldogs will have it 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Frazier. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hand.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. Here's Nate Frazier. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive, and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Now here's Manning. He's going to go for a big one. A full dive to haul that one in. And the Longhorns want to pick up the tempo.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive. Maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later, go play action, make a
deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! Makes the grab right along the back of the end zone. Looking for the tie with the extra point. Talk about a breakdown in coverage. That might be the easiest catch he'll have all day.
It doesn't get much easier than that, except the hardest part about this is the walk to the sidelines, because then you have to justify what happened, and your defensive coach is going to be just a smidge upset that you left that guy wide open in the end zone for the big play.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David. Just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Handoff, Frazier running left.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball on second and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable third down situation. Good call. So tough spot to be in second and long. Nice answer, nice run by the running back.
The Dogs come to the line needing just inches for the first down. On third down, here's Frazier. Not able to get outside. They tried to run wide, and they got nothing. It'll be fourth down.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. They'll go with Frazier. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
I tell you, it didn't matter the defense. They probably knew this was RPO, but at the end of the day, they couldn't stop it. This offense right now just being way too physical up front.
And the Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Handoff for Frazier. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Third down play from the gun. Using the quick game. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. The run inside. It's Frazier fighting off the defender. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. They are letting the big dogs eat on the ground.
Pound, pound, pound. The dog pound. Run the football, be physical. You can go back when Vince Dooley won a championship. Herschel Walker. You go all through the names. So many great running backs that run with an edge that are dogs.
Pocket breaking down. Breaks loose. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
They'll move the tight end. Running inside, it's Phillips. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. A shot toward the end zone. Or makes the grab. Oh, couldn't get the foot down. It's incomplete. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. They shut it down quickly, but he gets two out to the 18.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The pull and throw off the RPO. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? No, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. Manning trying to quiet this crowd. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Longhorns will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Got enough for the first. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. And the Dogs come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. On first down, Nate Frazier. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10, playoff positioning, all the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right moment. They've gotten better and better as the weeks have progressed.
There's a crease. Runs it all the way down to the 8-yard line before he's forced out of bounds. It'll be 1st and goal.
And how about the big play by this running back? Nice job running with the football. Good balance, seeing where he needed to go with the football. Finishing the run, he gets knocked out of bounds. But how about this offense set up now on 1st and goal?
They'll run with Nate Frazier. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And I'd love to see this offense be physical like this to finish the first half. Like, you're up by 3, put a good first half together. Going into the half right here, got a chance to make this a 2-score game. And I want to chew a lot of this clock. I don't want to give them a lot, so if we can run the football, be consistent, and add to our lead before the half.
This defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They're going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too, and that time, that was a great play call defensively.
They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Got his man on the right. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And the offense tried to get it to their playmaker quick and see if he could get the first down. A little bit short, but what did I do? I made this a manageable 4th down. Now it's decision time. What do I want to do?
Fourth down and goal from the 3. Can the defense get a stop? He wants to change this route. They'll go to the air. Oh, they're after him. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Manning hauls it in. He's got enough for the first down at the 14-yard line, and no matter what happens on this drive, just getting out of jail in your own end is a win.
And I love it, man. Go right back to work. Give the ball right back to. It's kind of like in basketball, man, when you got a shooter who's hit a few shots.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. The Longhorns headed quickly to the line.
And I would argue that's one of the most difficult things to play as a defense is those second plays when they start to get outside the pocket. He does a great job buying time. And what does he do when he rolls out? He gets his receiver a chance to get down the field more, and then he chucks it downfield for the big completion.
The Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. Manning to the air again. Complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. To throw, Manning. Release to the back. Touchdown! The exclamation point on that drive.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets a block. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Off play action. And the defense, got him at the 27. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports Desk. We begin with the Delaware Blue Hens taking on the Sam Houston Bearcats.
Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He's got great speed. He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorn.
We just went into half, and we drew up all these adjustments and things we got to do differently to take advantage. How about the special teams coming out to start the second half and setting the tone, taking the kick all the way back for 6. You don't draw it up any better than that.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
It's complete on the right side. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Right on the money. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Those two not on the same page, it's incomplete.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
The give, running right, it's Frazier. He'll be stopped after picking up 5, and boy, did he lower those pads and keep those feet moving.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Frazier again. Here's a little room there. Past the 20. Touchdown, Dogs! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, how nice is it to be down and you need to score points when you can just hand it to your running back and he can make big plays like that? Jesse, they're going to need more of those to get back in the football game. They've dug themselves a little bit whole, but that was a good start.
Yeah, I think the defense probably kicking themselves too. I don't know if in this 2-minute type situation if they were expecting them to run the football, but somehow, some way, you've got to be able to gang tackle this guy and not let him take it to the house from that distance and score points. Moving forward now, the run defense has got to shore up for this defense.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after he returned. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the 3rd quarter, they'll try to answer here. Looking long. Hauls it in down the sideline. Ripped off the huge chunk play all the way to the 31-yard line.
There were very big expectations surrounding this guy coming into the season. He's delivered week in, week out. With that last catch, he's now got over 1,000 yards receiving on the year.
Got his man in the middle. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. The Longhorns in the hurry-up. Throwing Manning. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Texas. Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in. And I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver. And I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
To the air on second down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. He's got it along the sideline. Off and running. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Georgia. He got it loose, and it was lights out after that. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
Man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And he's going to bring it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. The lead has been sliced to a field goal, and now they'll try to answer. Here's Manning to throw. Got it. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. And the Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking for a man. It's Manning.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after the bringing noise on third down. They'll try to run for it. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
And the Longhorns decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on first down. Takes the easy completion. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. There's some room. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense, because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Creates a little room. Turning it on. Touchdown, Bulldog. They take the lead here in the second half.
That's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. You saw it right there.
Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. On the ground, it's Payne. Picks up the first down. Turns it on in midfield. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll ride the hot hand. Makes a man miss. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Handoff to the lone back. Makes it past the marker. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
I think one of the hardest places to move the football on the field is right outside that fringe area. Now the offense gets to skip that area because it was a great job by this running back making something happen, getting the ball all the way down the field, now set up on 1st and goal.
No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Man, that hurts because 2nd down, you got everything in front of you, the whole playbook open. Now you get a lost yardage play. Now it's 3rd down. Now it puts those feet to the fire a little bit more. Now you better come up with something you really love in this area of the field.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Makes the grab. They got him the football, but he could not convert. It'll be 4th down. The Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up. Fourth down, Manning. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
We're at a juncture of the game now here in the fourth quarter. One possession game. Every critical down and distance is going to matter. And on that 4th down, the defense gets the win. Great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion and a turnover on downs.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
Frazier again. Got enough for the first. Maybe some room here. At the 30. score. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And he's in for the 2nd score of the game. My goodness. Note to self. Kickoff team. Don't kick it to him anymore. Squib it. Kick it to the other guy. Just don't let that guy touch it again.
So the first part of the job is done. They got the touchdown. Now for the 2 to make it a field goal game. Finds his man down the middle. He will be stopped short, just shy of the goal line, and the 2-point conversion attempt will fail. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They've been outstanding the last couple of possessions, both times winding up in the end zone, and they've grabbed. There he goes! Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
Really nice job by the running back here in the 4th quarter, picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot late in the game. They need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
All right, so I know the defense is going to be aggressive, right? They got their stop. They forced a 3rd down. How aggressive does the offense want to be in response? Because if I throw the football, get a 1st down, I can run this clock almost out. This defense has to make a choice, but this offense, how aggressive do you want to be?
Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today, and we know if it gets close in the 4th quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Frazier again. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. The offense changing the play. Looking for a crease to the left. Got enough for the first. He's brought down, but enough to move the sticks one more time and to move this game into the win column. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD.